What's up, everybody? This is Aaron, part of Evil Scheme Gaming, but people know me by Chasm Rift. And this right here is another co-owner. It's my brother Eric, and for many of you probably don't know who he is. He's my brother, and well, his Xbox Live is ETM like ATM, so I guess that's what we're gonna call him here. What's up, bro?
Not much, not much. What's going on, man? What's going on? And you can call me by ETM like ATM. That gamer tag is pretty old. It's what I used to use in college, so it still stick to this day. So let's
Yeah.
let's do some gaming. Let's do some gaming.
Yeah. So I guess the big question everybody want to know is, you were the one who approached me about this idea when it came to the whole esports organization and the brand. I just kind of want to know what made you want to hop into this, and I guess everybody else want to know about it as well. Like, what made you want to start this whole entity?
I mean, it's a brand for actual gamers. It's not a bunch of investors getting together and then saying, "Hey, we see some money opportunity." This is, just gamers getting together and making it happen. Like, you join the team, you actually are a part of the team, and that's from the top down. That's not like, "Hey, you're just a gamer. We can replace you." That's not how we operate. We operate in the Gamers Association. It's you want to make things happen, let's make them happen together as a company and as gamers, because at the end of the day I'm still a gamer regardless of what happened. So just me, Aaron, and two of our other co-owners, we got together and thought this would be a great idea. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Also, for those who see me on Twitter, I mentioned that I want to do a series like this on my own channel, but where I get a drink and talk life with friends or whatever. Decided we're gonna do it here for Evil Scheme Gaming. That way, you guys get to know the owners and the future players, because I'd love to have them on here too.
right.
Personally, when I remember when you sent me this message, I remember I was working, I was doing delivery, and I got a message from you. You said you want to hit me up, and then your next message was you want to start esports at work. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of did a double take. I was looking at my phone like, you want to start esports at work, because I remember back in 2019, I went to your place and we were watching Evo on your big TV, and we were talking, and you said you much rather play the games than to watch them. And then later on, you admit that it's kind of cool to actually watch the games. So
Yeah.
I think it was funny that when I went down there to Vegas for Evo, and we were talking about the whole esports scene and everything, that a year later you decided you wanted to actually approach me about this. For my end, though, I'm glad that you did approach me, because I do think esports is cool, something I've been passionate about, and it wasn't too long ago when people like us, when we gamed, it was kind of looked down upon. People say that's a waste of time, you can't do anything with it, and now here we are, got a whole business, hopefully, that can actually grow and prosper.
Yeah, we won't say hope it will. I mean, if you build it, they will come. I know that's an old pimp line, but at the end of the day, it's still valid for everything. So, you build it, they'll come. Especially, we continue to put out great content and great merchandise, and then as well as have. Now, I'm not going to say great and good gamers. I'm going to say entertaining. That's the whole thing. Gaming was for us to be. For it to be entertaining and for us to have fun with it. So, we try to take it back to the basics, have fun with it. And to be frankly honest, when you having fun with it, that's when you do like some amazing stuff. You know what I mean? That's when you get your wins. That's when you get your dubs in Fortnite or Call of Duty, or you just keep tossing them in the air and teching. You just having fun with it, right? So
Yeah.
let's just have fun with it and take it. So, and after this, we're gonna run some Tekken. So I feel like, yeah, my neighbor, he I don't have Mortal Kombat, and so he got it. He put a little beating on me a couple times. So I need to pick up the sticks, and I need some practice.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I always got my stick on deck. And
It
the
blanked
G-Man
out,
suit.
man. Yeah, you're gonna have to put the hand behind it. There you go. There you go.
I got the stick
That's-
on deck. I'm always ready.
Man.
Funny
Yeah,
enough,
man.
no, funny enough, I used to play Mortal Kombat because there was that character Aaron Black. The
Yeah.
only time I ever seen someone spell my name the exact same way. You think I
That's
would be
crazy.
playing? Yeah, you think I would be playing Mortal Kombat though, but I'm not a fan of that button blocking. That's
Yeah. The back, I like the back button, but it's something you got to get used to. But
mhm.
But speaking of that, I mean, technically speaking, you are the real Aaron Black. I mean,
Well, yeah.
one, you Aaron, and then two,
Yeah.
It's obvious.
Yeah, no, there's also the smaller stuff. He's left-handed. I'm left-handed. He's from Texas. I went to school in Texas for like 5 minutes.
They
So
just copying. They just copying. I think. What is it? Konami. I think Konami
oh
on Mortal Kombat.
no, that's NetherRealm, bro. They in Chicago like us. Well, I'm in
Yeah,
Chicago right now.
yeah. You know, on Stumpy Grounds, tell them they owe you some money, man.
Yeah, they do.
Copying my style.
I'm pull up.
Copying my style.
I know I'm gonna pull up on them one day, but
Pull up on them.
but,
Say I'm pulling up on you.
So you're right. But speaking of the gaming and all that, I'm glad that you guys kind of, I don't know if it's like an unwritten rule, but y'all kind of agreed to how we do with the whole esports team management portion of it. Because y'all know I've been following this for a while, and I got connections in different parts of the country, world, and I just know esports pretty well. I'm kind of glad y'all let me handle that much, because from my own experience of competing and going to tournaments and everything, I'll say this: there are a bunch of people that I have met who are really great, who are really talented, and quite frankly, even really entertaining. And the issue with gaming, especially at these big scenes, is it's a rich man's hobby. You know, if you ain't got a couple $100 saved to go to an event, you can't really compete at the event or showcase your talents. And the fact that there's a bunch of great talent out there in the underground scene, as I like to call it, it's a shame to see them not be able to play well. Like, imagine some dude at the Y who's a great basketball player who could have played in the league, but they never had any opportunities in high school or college. It's a shame.
And that's where we coming from, man. It's giving the small people that don't get the shine time, they shine time. You know, give them they shine now rather than later. You know, we probably seen as the underdogs, but you know, we'll take it. You know, if you think of it in the NFL, or if you take it as in the NBA or any sport, there's always that underdog team that will surprise you. And, you know, I'm fine with being that underdog team. You know, this year we could be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Everybody counted them out because, you know, Tom Brady came and, you know, he'll never make nothing of that team. Look at him now. He throwing the Super Bowl trophy across the river, you know, so that could be us, you know. So we just looking for this first year to, you know, get our name out there, get some people, some talent under us. You know, again, I'm not gonna say a great gamer, I'm gonna say an entertainer. You know, we looking for entertainers, because entertainment is where it's at. You know, a good entertainer can beat a great gamer any day, in my opinion.
So on Twitter, our EOSkin Gaming Twitter account has tweeted that we're gonna be, not only will we be looking at applications that are on the website, which you guys can find down below. We're also going to be personally doing our own recruiting. There are a couple people I know you guys got your eyes on. So would you say, like, you're leaning towards, you're trying to recruit people who are very entertaining? That's what you're leaning towards?
I mean, you got to be halfway decent, right? But I'm not picking up, you know, put it to you like this: we playing a game of pickup, and I'm looking at you, and if I like what you got, it depends on a bunch of factors. But if I like you, I like you, and it doesn't matter, you know. And that's what we like. Sometimes the talent may not be like there, but looking at a person that is willing to learn and willing to do, or willing to, you know, go that extra mile, you know, that's the people we looking for.
Yeah,
you know,
I'd get behind that.
You know, it's kind of how take it. Like I'm very competitive, as you know, very competitive, and you know, I used to run track in high school. I was halfway decent, you know, but I wasn't the one that came out the gate with like, oh, he has extremely raw talent. Nah, everything I got, I worked for. I went from, you know, in high school freshman year, getting 1 and 2 medals to, by the time the next year, my sophomore year, I think I want to say every track meet that I ran in my sophomore year, that next year, I at least came home with at least 1 or 2 medals. So, you know, and that's the type of game that we looking for, you know, somebody to grow with, someone to, you know, use us as a launch pad if you need to, you know.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that, because so there's like 3 different categories we're looking for. So we're looking for the content creators, looking for esports gamers, and then we're also looking for those who are kind of like a hybrid, where they're like in the developmental, where they're doing both. Those are kind of the guys that we're definitely looking for out there. For me personally, I'm gonna kind of reveal like how I'm looking at my recruiting board, because like there are people who I got on my scouting report who I'm definitely thinking about. We got to get on the brand. I'm definitely thinking about we need to build a culture. That's what I'm kind of big on, because like you said, anyone could be entertaining, anyone could be a great gamer and all that. But I want people who understand that, like, right now we're a brand new company. We're still trying to get sponsors, still trying to figure things out, get merchandise ready. So for us, it's going to be more of a marathon than a sprint, both as a company and in terms of just doing things out there in the world, especially since we're still in the middle of the pandemic.
Right, and I'm glad you said that it is a marathon. So sometimes when you're running a marathon, you're gonna know those points where you got to pick up your pace, and then some points you're like, all right, let me pace myself on this, run up this hill, right? And back to one of your points that you said is that we looking for kind of three different type of categories, and we don't have the big name sponsors, we don't have this, that, and the other yet. But here's the thing. You join us, you're gonna be a part of that decision making. I'm not saying that you gonna be like, yeah, let's go with this brand and that's the end all be all. But how would you just like to be a part of that conversation in general?
I'm glad we mentioned sponsors, because so I bought this power supply off of this company called Iris Game. Put a hand right here. This is not a paid sponsorship at all. Just I need a new power supply. So I decided I wanted to try out this new company. So I bought a bunch of reviews for, and it's good. One proof, it's in my rig right now as I'm doing this video and post recording. Not a paid sponsorship, just wanted to throw out there some good product for people to know. Totally not doing a corporate shilling. But on a real note though, back to what I was saying. So we seen what happened with Echo Fox. We seen what happened with a lot of companies, not just pertaining to esports. The reason I said I want to build a culture is because for a company like ours, we're not really in a position where we could deal with a lot of liability. So, for example, let's say, this is just hypothetical, let's say Panda Global had a player that came out and they said something racist on a stream or something. They could easily cut ties with that player and then be like, how you doing, keep it moving. We, on the other hand, we can't really deal with that. So I want to build a culture where people understand, like, hey, this is our objective. We're trying to just game. I don't care what your religion is, your race, your sex, your gender, all that. All I care about is that, hey, you know what's important. You understand that, hey, this brand's going to look after you if you look after us. And, if you do what you got to do, we're going to take care of you. As well as,
right.
Right. Let's just try to grow this brand. We can't really we can't handle, dealing with people who are racist or whatever. If we have someone like that, obviously we're going to cut ties with them. But we're not trying to look for anybody who's potentially like that.
Nah. We, as looking at our, skin tone, we've dealt with that, our entire lives. So, we not about that. We don't want that smoke. But as long as you pick up this, I don't care what you do. I mean, I don't care what what your sex, gender, whatever. Like, as long as you do this and we having fun, I care less what you look like. You could show up in all purple outfit, with a thong on. I don't care. Let's game. I'm competitive. Let's get it in. Let me let you get your L. Let you hold that. Let you hold your L and get on up. So you and your purple thong, get on out.
So in other words, we're saying that like pretty much anyone can hop on and apply with us and we'll check you out. It's just that, hey, if you're out here wilding, we can't take you on board. That's what we prioritize that over the actual skill and what you could bring to the table. Like, I don't care if you got 100,000 followers on whatever. If you out here wilding and when we meet you, nah. But I guess
the whole thing about the brand is that we want to have fun. So you got to think about the things that you're doing. Is everybody having fun? Then you in the clear. If everybody having fun and nobody's taking offense to it, we're in the clear. But if you out there wilding out and you the only one that's enjoying this, you probably ain't for us, and specifically, like we looking for, men, women, doesn't matter, grandmas, I recently just watched a stream on Facebook. It was a grandma. She was she putting them down in Call of Duty. Had that Car 98, no monolithic suppressor, so that thing was loud, but she was getting them. She was getting them. You know, if she want to join up, that's fine. You know, she a gamer.
Yeah, but
You know,
I guess we should just reveal to what our plans are post pandemic. Cause I remember the first day we did talk about this. I said that I have high hopes and aspirations to go down there to Atlanta and hit up those scenes. Cause in Atlanta, for those who don't know, they're really big with Tekken. They got the legendary Tekken house down there. I would love for us to hit up those states like that. Hit up maybe California for Smash Bros. Hit up Texas where I got a couple connections at. We want to not only recruit people just through social media, but to actually go down to prominent areas and try to scout the talent out there and maybe sign a couple guys who can. Because, you know, I got this philosophy where iron sharpens iron. In other words, if you surround yourself around good people, you surround yourself around competitive and good talent, it's going to rub off on you. You're going to have to get better with the people that you're working with. I'm pretty sure you could co-sign that sentiment because when you and our siblings will play 2K, if you play online, it's one thing, but when you're playing right next to each other, it's a little bit more
whole different. It's a whole different ball game. Like I'm telling you, like just your aura next to somebody could mess their gameplay up. Like especially when you down by 20 and you lock in, you come back. Oh, that's
man. I did not like it when they play
bro.
2K in the house, man. Imagine being 8 or 9 years old and you're in the front room, you hear them swearing, they wilding, and then they over here trying to fight each other, talking about they cheating. Like,
yeah,
I've seen it all.
Yeah, man, and this before Steph Curry and all of them. This was when AI and Tracy McGrady was in there, you know. So
yeah, but that's the thing. Like, so even if you aren't out there competing the way I did, you can understand for sure that like, hey, when you compete next to somebody, the vibe is different. If you gotta compete, if you're competing against each other, and let's say there's $20 on the line, let's take it a step further. There's gas money on the line. There's rent money on the line. You know, you're gonna see people give it their all. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So going out to these local scenes, we're gonna see a lot of great talent out there, and quite frankly, some of them do deserve to be, you know, hit up. Not everybody gets to make it into a stream match, but they get a sponsorship and they get opportunities to travel. You know, maybe they can finally get their 15 minutes of fame in the spotlight. So that's personally what I'm looking forward to. Are there any games you're in particular looking forward to for our esports org or recruiting?
I mean, of course, the major stuff, you know, Tekken, you know, Pokemon. You know, we were looking into certain other games, but I think those two right now would probably be what we're looking for. But it's not shutting off to anything else, you know. It's whatever, you know. This again, if you join us and you're a part of that decision making, if we want to travel down and venture on to, I mean, just bring it up. There you go. And we say we vote on it and it goes, you know, or it don't go, you know. But we're not gonna shut you off as a player or individual wanting to do that. You know, if you say, hey, I want to venture into, you know, the Mortal Kombat scene, so okay, me personally, I don't play that. But if you want to play it, go ahead. We'll vote on it. Do we need to put together a team? We vote on it. You know, people come back and say, yeah, let's do it. You know, or if it's something that we vote against, by all means, go out there, have fun, G. That's what we're about.
So, for personally, I say like right now, the process that we're in, we're gonna just basically let it be based on what games people are saying in their applications. You know, one of the applications we did give was someone who did win a Mortal Kombat tournament. I'm not gonna get into specifics because I don't want to give all the details about the applicants we're getting right now. So I'm fine with that. Like, I think for FGC in general, like fighting games including Smash, we should just let them play whichever one they feel like. For example, I used to play Dragon Ball FighterZ. You know that's what I went to Evo for. I decided I didn't want to play fighters anymore, so now I'm putting my focus and attention towards Tekken in terms of a fighting game mentality. I say, hey, if someone wants to hop ship to another game, we'll let it happen. All we gotta do is just put on the website that, hey, you're doing that as well. My only gripe is for team-based games like your Call of Duty, your League of Legends, and things like that. That's a little bit difficult because we already talked about that. When it comes
we ain't got that chop, so we not gonna.
Well, not the COD League.
Just let you know.
Well, not the COD.
Not the COD League
because that's 20 million. But there are still official Call of Duty leagues that smaller group, like smaller brands could enter into. My thing
Oh
is,
yeah, 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 most definitely.
I'm saying like, so when it comes to Call of Duty, the competitive side of it, you have to have like 4 to 5 people on your team, and it's not like the public lobbies of search and destroy. You gotta actually have people who are designated to certain roles, and we just can't go to an event and say, oh, we want this guy and that guy. We gotta make sure we get guys who got synergy, who want to practice with each other, who won't be beefing about dumb little things. So basically, we have to quite literally build a team to compete in those type of games. So that's gonna be a little bit difficult. Hopefully, we can get to that point where we can have a COD team, a League of Legends, or whatever. I think a lot of people would be down to see that.
Yeah, and then it's again back to your point is that we building a culture here. So you know that energy and synergy is already going to be there. So you know it's about just putting a team together, you know, and synergizing together. I mean, y'all energy is going to be the same. Like we want to recruit same like-minded people. You know, not saying that everything is similar, but we all see the vision and where we want to go. It doesn't matter if you go that way and I go this way, as long as we still meet at the point and we at the end goal. So
at the peak. Yeah, I got you with the words. I was gonna
yeah,
say.
Thank you for the big words.
I was gonna say I'm thinking. So the mentality I want for like the kind of people we get is kind of like the Pat Riley Miami Heat. And what I mean by that is I want them Rough Riders. I want people who understand that like if push comes to shove, they can still do what they need to. In other words, I don't want us to get anybody and let's say we disagree with one of their ideas or something happens and maybe they're not getting as much growth as they thought they would. I don't want them to walk out on us immediately or throw a temper tantrum. I'm fine with people being mad or disagreeing. That's how people work. But I want guys who understand like, hey, if you tough it out, we're going to see results eventually. So personally, that's what I'm looking for with the whole entire brand in general, not just those specific games.
And then then just switching gears though, we want people that, you know, that's ready to compete at the drop of a hat. Just like if any of those other gamers, you know, they hit us up and say, hey, we want to match. You tell me the game, give me less than 24 hours, I can learn it, and then we be back at it again. It doesn't matter. This team here, oh, where's my camera at? This team here, that logo there, we gets down with the get down. We don't turn down nothing. You want to play spades? We can play spades. If you want, if you want to play, what was that? You remember back in the day when you played pool on Yahoo Chat?
Oh yeah,
we'll play that too.
Man,
it doesn't matter. We don't. Hey, if it has game in it, we'll play it. Monopoly, sorry, chess. It doesn't matter. I know how to play chess. You want to play chess? We can play chess. It doesn't matter as long as it's game in front of it or a competition. You want to hoop in real life? We'll hoop in real life. It doesn't matter. You know,
I'll actually pay money.
We pulling up on you.
I would pay money if we get big enough and we can all meet up at one like big event. I would love to see our team, like the Evil Scheme Gaming, like we do a pickup basketball game. I would love to actually see that.
Yeah, man. I'm put my mask on. I'm gonna get my, you know, I'm not paid for this, but we gonna get us some drink, a calypso or something,
bro.
And we can hoop. I don't care.
By the time that happens, the pandemic should be over. But I'll say this.
That's what they said last year. You know, I'm still.
You're right.
Even
right.
after this, I'm not gonna lie. Even after this, I'm probably gonna wear a mask. Maybe 6 months to a year out.
That's fair.
Just in case, let it rub off.
That is fair. I'll say this. I can co-sign with the sentiment that we won't turn down a challenge because our mama didn't raise any bitches. But
I mean, that go for any team players on here. Your mama or daddy didn't raise no bitch. So
yeah.
If you about that life, then
in other words, he's trying to say we don't
you
want
probably
smoke,
go
we are
join.
smoke.
Yeah, you don't want to. You probably want to join one of them other gaming companies.
I'll say this.
Good luck with that, but
I'll say this.
Also,
like I was gonna say, I can co-sign with the sentiment that I won't turn down a challenge. Now, if we're talking about like a certain game, if I never played that game, and I know I'm probably gonna get dunked on, I'm just gonna be real. It's gonna happen. But I do agree with him. Like if let's say we go to an event, someone wants to challenge me to a Pokemon battle or something. All right, cool. Let's do it.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, and you know me, and our other founders, they are similar like that. So It don't matter if I never played this game, only played 10 minutes of this game, or whatever. Want all the smoke. Just the other day, here goes a story. Just the other day, I went over to one of my partner's house. I never played the new Mortal Kombat. Never even picked up the sticks. And don't even know the button mash. You know what I mean? And I played it. I got my ass whooped, but I got a few games in. I won a few games, and I had less than 20 minutes of playing this game, and I got a win in. And he was putting some combos on me. I'm not gonna lie, he was halfway decent. Like, it wasn't no walk in the park for him, though. I tell you that. And you know me, you know us, how we come in is we'll pick up the sticks. I don't even play with a PlayStation. I'll play you on the PlayStation. I don't care what game it is, what system it is. I'm gonna pick it up. We playing. I mean, if you want to go back old school, we can pick up an Atari. For any young cats, Atari, that was, hey, you got that joystick you got? That's where Atari, there you go. Go ahead, show them. That's how you used to be able to get down right there. That was an Atari.
You an arcade cat?
That's it. Yeah. Mine really started with the Nintendo, but if you want to play Atari, I'll do that as well. You want to play what is it? Galaxia? Galaga, whatever. Play that too. We could play Centipede. I don't care.
Okay, now you're showing your age to the people. That's pretty much it on my end. We're running a bit long. You got any final remarks you want to make to the people?
Oh, it's come with your best foot forward. That's all.
All right. So this is the Legion of Zoom. I'll let you finish.
I was just gonna say, finish with the team motto. The scheme is evil, but the win is way nicer. Way nicer.
So yeah, this is the Legion of Zoom. I forgot to say that earlier because we actually did a second take of this. That's pretty much it for my end. I don't know how I'm gonna do it scheduling wise. I think every week I want to introduce like some of our new players on here, like have them as guests, so that the fans and the viewers can get a chance to know who they're gonna be rooting for. But then after that, I don't know what the schedule's gonna be. But yeah, it's kind of gonna be it. Sit down, chat it up, basically be like a pseudo interview, but really just us goofing around.
Yeah. Also, too, look for that logo inside your streams, your gameplay, all that. You never know when we're gonna drop in and drop you a line and say, "Come holler at us" or something. So that's all I got.
Yeah, that's it for me, y'all. Yeah, production side aside, we're gonna get all this better, gonna get this cleaner. I was rushing to do some of this, but I'm looking forward to have more people on here. And yeah, I guess that's gonna be it. I guess next week I'm just gonna have one or two guests from our newly recruited, bunch, and we'll have fun with that.
We get the mother two dirt bags on here and get them. See, there we go with the age thing. It's okay.
Hey, you know I'm joking with y'all.
Yeah, I know. Since
in other words, I'm the only one who can call them old.
Yes, since we older, I will say, and take my belt off and whoop your ass. But
I ain't no little kid anymore. But all right, y'all.
The belt don't discriminate with age.
Okay, we're out. All right,
man.
See y'all.